Hey guys, it's Anime Ballsy here. Today we're gonna be doing the fifth part of What If Goku and Vegeta were brothers. Like I said, I kept my promise. I will do the fifth part today, like I said yesterday, in the part 5 of What If Goku could use the Primal Instinct form. Please subscribe and like if you think this is good after you've watched the video. And let's get into the video. So, Vegeta mainly starts to find this new power that is beyond of his Super Saiyan and goes to the hyperbolic time chamber to unlock this power. Piccolo opens the door and sees the androids in Kami House, not in the hyperbolic time chamber, and Piccolo in the story is actually 20-25% stronger than the normal series, so he isn't equal with 17, he is quite a bit stronger than 17. So Piccolo says that there's a deserted island nearby because Android 17 wants to fight because they're bored because they don't know where Goku is. And Android 17 says, "You are dead for sure now." Android 17 then shoots a powerful blast and Piccolo appears behind him and punches him to the ground. He glides down and lands in front of 17 with a smirk on his face, and 17 gets mad that he's done this. Piccolo develops his own super demon wave to a state where it explodes when it hits someone, and it is much stronger than the super demon wave, the hyper demon wave. This actually destroys some of 17's matter compartments, the useless ones, the ones that they just don't really need to be there. And Piccolo punches him to the ground as he flies up to then launch his light grenade, and 17 almost dies from this attack. Imperfect Cell then arrives for 17, and it's not like before where Imperfect Cell was much stronger than Piccolo. Instead, they are equal. Even though that Imperfect Cell has absorbed all the cities with humans in and dropped their populations all the way down to 0. Piccolo stops Imperfect Cell and they start to battle like they did before. Instead of Imperfect Cell getting destroyed like Piccolo before in Jinza Town, they are actually equals and the battle is intense. Imperfect Cell keeps slashing his tail at Piccolo to suck out his biomatter, and Piccolo is able to dodge all of these attacks. Then, Android 17 slowly makes it back to 16 and 18, and Piccolo is losing stamina from this roaring battle. Imperfect Cell powers up even more as he punches Piccolo away and actually hurts him much more than before. Piccolo has to use the light grenade again, but he doesn't have enough ki to do it. And he speaks with Krillin and Tien through their minds to give him some energy, and they do so. And Piccolo performs a light grenade on Imperfect Cell instead of Android 17. Piccolo is charging the light grenade, and Imperfect Cell runs straight to him, but 16 steps in, and Imperfect Cell tries to take some of his ki, but it doesn't work. And Android 16 says, "I am completely made of android material. I have no biomatter in me. I am a full 100% android." Android 16 punches Imperfect Cell away, and Imperfect Cell has a battle with Android 16, and they are pretty much equal. And Android 17 and 18 are actually really surprised with Android 16's power. This quickly ends though, and Piccolo tells Android 16 to get out of the way as he launches his light grenade. Then Imperfect Cell then disappears. He doesn't know where he's gone, and he appears behind Android 17 and sucks him in. This actually doesn't immediately turn him into his semi-perfect state. Then Android 17 is being healed. Then he enters his semi-perfect state. Piccolo then tries to fend him off and just gets destroyed by Semi-Perfect Cell. And Semi-Perfect Cell isn't even using much of his power, and Piccolo is being destroyed. Then Krillin and Tien arrive. Tien arrives and says to Krillin, "Go and deactivate the android. I'll fight this guy, this Cell guy." Piccolo says, "No, you don't stand a chance, stay back." Tien says, "Well, I do have a trump card just like you do, except mine is harder to dodge." Because the tri-beam doesn't actually create a beam, as it's invincible, but it pushes you back. It's invisible, but like, it still hurts you. And Semi-Perfect Cell looks as Tien puts his hand in a triangle. He repeatedly starts to attack Semi-Perfect Cell, and Semi-Perfect Cell trying to get out of the hole just to absorb 18 and become perfect, but Tien is stopping him from doing this. And Vegeta is on his way to fight Semi-Perfect Cell. Tien is draining his life force bit by bit, and he's trying, and his last tri-beam is much weaker than the others, and he forces it around. His Semi-Perfect Cell reveals himself from the hole, and then he gets a mysterious punch to the face, but this doesn't do much damage, as Vegeta lands because he was in his base and not his Super Saiyan form. So Vegeta is almost 1.8 times as strong as his normal series counterpart, and Vegeta reveals his Super Saiyan Grade 2 form. Vegeta then shows his power by continuously beating down onto Cell and humiliating him in his power. Vegeta then powers up to his full power and performs his Big Bang attack. Cell gets obliterated but doesn't die from the blast, however, and sees 18 and zooms towards her. Vegeta's not going to let this happen and goes back into his Super Saiyan form, since this has more speed than the Grade 2 form and blocks off Cell from going to Android 18. But Cell just punches him away and puts his tail in Vegeta's stomach and sucks the Super Saiyan out of him, as he feels the power flowing through within him. From all of this power, he's actually on the verge of his perfect state, and he zooms towards 18 and absorbs her. This, instead of putting him just in his perfect form, this puts him in his super perfect form. This is the form after he tried to self-destruct himself after throwing up 18 and he exploded on King Kai's planet, but his nucleus regenerated him back into Perfect Cell, and since of his Saiyan genes he had a Zenkai, so this Zenkai is equal to Perfect Cell right now. Perfect Cell then looks over everyone, and Vegeta goes into his Grade 3 form, and then Trunks helps by going into his Grade 3 form as well. It's not like the manga, where Trunks was not going to do it because he thought his pride of Vegeta would just make him so mad he wouldn't even talk to him. But this is good Vegeta. Vegeta landed on Earth when he was born, so he lets Trunks help him. So Vegeta in this series has his Grade 3 form, and Perfect Cell then says, "Wow, both of you greatly surpassed my power, and Trunks, you were equal with your father, but your speed will be the downfall of you." Vegeta and Trunks are actually landing 20% of their shots, and here they have double the speed, almost double the speed, because 1.8 times is almost 2 times. And they are actually putting up a fight against Super Perfect Cell, but Super Perfect Cell is having a bit of trouble, but not enough to actually pay attention to them 100%. And he isn't even putting 100% of his power either. So they start to drain their power as they're continuously trying to kill Cell. Then Vegeta and Trunks step back as Vegeta taps Cell in the stomach and jumps back and throws him up into the air, as Trunks uses his burning attack and Vegeta combines this attack with his dirty fireworks, and he ends it with his Big Bang attack. Cell lands on the ground with bruises, but not much, and he's bleeding through his mouth, but he is angry, but he isn't really hurting that much. And then Goku is training in the hyperbolic time chamber, and Vegeta says, "Wait one more day, my brother will come and destroy you without having to use his bulky form. He will find something else that will defeat you." Cell then says, "Then let's see what he can do." So the day passes and Gohan is actually 85 to 90% as strong as Cell in his Super Saiyan form, so that means he is much stronger, just like Goku. Goku also surpasses Vegeta, but not as much as before, and he goes to fight Cell. So Cell is extremely happy to fight Goku, and Goku reveals his massive Super Saiyan form. Cell is having some trouble against Goku, and then he launches his Kamehameha wave to Goku, and Goku pulls it up from the ground and blasts it up into the air. Goku appears behind Cell and starts to have a blow-to-blow fight with Cell. Goku then stabs Cell from the back of his stomach and pushes him to the ground and throws him away onto the other side of the ring. Cell then obviously regenerates this and is mad that Goku is actually this strong, because he thinks he is the most invincible being in the universe. Cell and Goku then start to fight even more, but Cell is showing his dominance over Goku, and then Goku holds Cell's powerful punch and then says, "I quit." And everyone looks at him like, "What? You can't quit, Goku. You can't do it." But Goku has a reason. Tomorrow, both me and Vegeta's sons, Trunks and Gohan, will fight and defeat you. Just wait one more day. Just wait. Cell says, "I'm tired of your games." Goku then reveals 100% power and knocks Cell back, and Cell was like, "What? You were holding back?" Goku says, "Yes, I'm preparing you for the fight tomorrow. Now, be a patient person and wait for a good fight." Then Hercule tries to fight Cell and he obviously loses his fight. Cell waits for Trunks and Gohan to arrive, and the next day arrives. Trunks and Gohan arrive, and now they are stronger than Goku and Vegeta, much stronger. And then Cell smiles and then says, "Now, let's fight." Hey guys, thanks for watching the 5th part of What If Goku and Vegeta Are Brothers. Please put a like down below if you like this, and comment down below if you like this part of this What If. And my Discord is down below, and I will be starting to do discussions as soon as I get more members, so please, I want more members on my thing. I don't really know, but just I need a bit more so I can do discussions and debates, and I can upload them onto the Anime Ballsy channel, so if you don't make it, you can at least see it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.